Hey, I'm Candace, your host, and if you're ready to grow your business and build your authority by getting booked on podcasts, I've got something special for you. I'm launching a brand new course that will walk you through exactly how to get booked on podcasts. Everything from identifying the right shows to pitching, preparing for interviews, and leveraging your guest appearances for growth. Plus, if you sign up for the waitlist now, you'll get early access to the course and these special bonuses. When you officially enroll in the course, you'll save $50 and get a free one-on-one strategy call with me to help you prep your speaking points and align your offers. These bonuses are limited and end on April 13th, so make sure to sign up today. Head to the link in the show notes to join and get started on your podcast guesting journey. I can't wait to help you get booked and start sharing your message with the world. Now let's dive into today's episode. Let's talk about automating parts of your solopreneur business. Let's say you have a service-based business. That's what we're going to be talking about today, where you are booking clients, you're offering them a service of some kind, maybe mentoring, coaching, teaching them to do something, or even digital products where you need to be able to get those things into people's hands quite easily. Maybe you are wanting to start a business, and this is a great episode for you to see what's out there. It can kind of cut down on your time on spending on Google land and looking at all the endless options out there. And you just know what you could potentially shift to if you're going to start doing things manually, or you're going to make this jump into automating pieces. Because I feel like when we are solopreneurs, anytime we can automate something, it's pretty impactful in our business and the growth of it. If you're running a solopreneur type business, service-based business, and you are starting to feel like half of your day maybe is spent messaging back and forth, trying to schedule clients, collecting payments and invoicing manually, repeating the same information over and over when you're trying to onboard new clients. If you find yourself doing those things, this episode is going to give you a lot of great options and tools that you could potentially use to automate these pieces, because that's going to free up so much more of your time and your headspace to think of those next big things and to grow and pursue the passion that you have in your business. Because I'm guessing that our passion isn't in scheduling or manually doing these types of things. These are super common things. They're tedious. They take up a lot of brain space because you have to try to remember them all and actually make sure you do them all. But there are ways to automate these types of things fairly easily. One is always know that there's people like me out there that are doing done-for-you work, virtual assistants, things like that. You can find them on Instagram. You can message me, get referrals, find referrals for people. I'm sure someone knows someone that is working from home or remotely that can help take a lot of these things off your plate. Even if you just have a couple hours a week that you want taken care of and off your plate. Maybe you're not in a position yet to hire a full-time person. This is a great bridge. And I think we forget about that because we kind of think it's like all or nothing when it's really not. There's lots of people out there doing what I'm doing. The other thing you can do is utilize some of the amazing programs that are out there. My favorite combo is using Flowdesk and Calendly together. Calendly is free. You get one free calendar on their free. There's paid upgrades, but you get a free calendar with their free account. And Flowdesk, that does have a cost, but remember that anyone who already has Flowdesk will have a link for you that gets you 50% off your first year. This is a great way to try it out. It's a tax write-off. It's a great investment in your business. And honestly, it is probably the single tool that I utilize every day in my business that's either sending out emails for me, collecting emails for people that are joining my email list, or buying digital products or trainings that I have, or booking time with me. It automates all of it and it kicks them out invoices and it does all of those things. It is a great way to get some of these things off of your plate so that you can work on the pieces of your business that are exciting. And just think, what if you could just show up on that call that the client was booking with you, all the booking, and there was no messaging back and forth to find a time that works for you and them. And you could just see it in your calendar that you were to show up on the call and you could just do the part that you're really good at and skip all this other stuff, knowing that the invoicing and all of that's already been done and that they were automatically delivered the information that you typically let your new clients know about. Flowdesk can collect emails for you. You can make checkouts like sales pages where people can read about your offer, click that they want to buy it, or even if it's a free offer, they can put their information in. You can automate the delivery of the information like your Calendly link so that they can get on your calendar. And then within that, you can mark off what times you're available and things like that. And then they can get all of that delivered to them along with an invoice and things like that. You can schedule emails. So it's really a great tool that has a lot of automations that you can set up within. And how do you know when to make these upgrades? Here's a few things that you can think about. Here's a few questions to sort of ponder. One, know that like many other people, I started doing all of these things manually to begin with. because we have to remember that if we're starting a business, we don't actually need all the bells and whistles. We don't need a website. We don't need all these things that we think we need. We can literally just go back and forth with a client and find a time in our calendar and write it down, and then manually send them a Zoom link or whatever way you're going to meet with them and show up, and then manually invoice them. That is doable. So don't get stuck in I need to have all of this before I can really start. You don't. I'm 8 years in now, and this is where I have landed after trying lots and lots of different combos of different things, that this is my favorite for a solopreneur type service-based business with services and or digital products and training. So questions you can ask yourself: are these tasks time consuming? Like, how much time is this taking up for you? Could you use this time spent on these things to do more things in your business? How would it feel to have these tasks taken care of? Like, would you feel giddy if these things were done and you could focus on other pieces of your business? I mean, that would be a clear yes in your body of like, it is time to check this out. And what is your time worth, right? Because bottom line is you get to decide when to make these upgrades. You could make them before you even start your business. You could make them when you hit the point in your business where your time is being spent doing all the tasks that we've been talking about, and you need to start offloading this. Don't forget that this investment in Flowdesk and things like that are write-offs. So keep track of those things. And remember, you're either going to pay with your time or you're going to pay with money. Sometimes it feels like a judgment. And I want to make it clear, there is no judgment here on my end. There are seasons of life when I would rather pay with my time than I would rather pay with money, and vice versa. So there are times for everything. So there's no judgment here. It's whatever works for you. And that's kind of the beauty of being a solopreneur, is that you get to make these decisions. All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope that some of those pieces give you some ahas and a place to start, because I know that Google land can suck you in and drown you and make you want to throw in the towel before you even start. I do offer consult calls where I can walk you through the features of these programs. I can help teach them to you if that is something you want. It can speed up your learning process. I also have an offer for building you a complete sales page through Flowdesk that I can do, that is a done for you option, where you fill out a form I have where I get like the name of your offer, the pricing, and some details on it. And then I build out a full page for you that you have ready to go, that you can get into the hands of clients. Thanks for tuning in. If you're ready for podcast mentoring, whether it's setup, editing, planning, or guesting, you can book a one-on-one call with me through the link in the show notes. I hope you feel seen, inspired, and like your dreams and goals are completely valid, because they are. See you next Tuesday.